morning, we're going to borrow from our Buddhist friends with loving kindness meditation. So if you will, just become comfortable in your chair. Take in some nice cleansing breaths. Bring head and heart together into this present moment of now. May you be safe. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be at peace and ease. May you be filled with joy. May we be united in heart. May we be united in speech. May we be united in mind. May we perform our duties as did the wise of old. May we be united in prayer. May we be united in our understanding. May we be united in our offering. May we be united in our feelings. May we be united in our hearts. May we be united in our thoughts. May there be perfect unity among us. So we choose, and so we let this prayer be. As you're comfortable, take another nice breath in. Bring yourself back into the present moment. And know the truth of your I amness. I see everybody's just in such a peaceful place, and we don't want to come back. I have to give just a little preamble for this talk this morning. I had a learning this week. I had a lesson in faith, and many of you know I'm a big 12 powers practitioner. And every morning I pull one of the 12 power cards. And this morning was faith. So I have faith that whatever comes through my lips today is in some way going to touch somebody in a positive way. Okay? So we're focusing on inspiration this month, and I didn't talk to you guys. Is it up there? Do we have the? Well, we all know the affirmation anyway. I am inspired to do all that is mine to do. Okay, remember that. I mean, that's what we're here for. I am inspired to do all that is mine to do. And in honor of Mother's Day, we also honor the divine feminine, as you can see here, okay? But the divine feminine is not gender specific, so just remember that. We all have the potential of nurturing love within us. I believe our purpose in life is to remember, pull our spiritual divine selves in alignment with our human selves. Or actually, we got the human side of the work to do to get that alignment. But I believe that is our purpose, to remember the truth of what we are. Spiritual beings, well beyond the confines of this limiting physical body. Our divine nature is formless, eternal, unchangeable, ultimate reality expressing. We are God expressing. Our task in this lifetime is to remember as much as possible and to live from that knowing. And it's not an easy task. And we didn't come into this incarnation thinking it was going to be easy. We knew Earth School was going to take some effort on our part. And we have many challenges along the way. Ups and downs, failures and successes. My goodness. We come in as these precious infants, totally in touch and supported with the wholeness of all that is. For 4 or 5 years, we live in that place, knowing the truth of our being, while we try to figure out how to operate the machinery of this body. By the age of 5, we're walking, we're talking, we're feeding ourselves by now, most of us. And some of us are starting to read, and we're thinking. We are learning machines. From henceforward, that's what it's all about. By 6, we've pretty much forgotten what we are and where we came from. We spend, at least in my experience, the next 30 or 40 years trying to navigate the physical experience before we really begin to appreciate the spiritual part of our journey. I have to tell you also, I've been immersed in Eckhart Tolle, so you're going to hear Tolleisms today, okay? I have been in the New Earth, the Now, and what is my purpose anyway? All from Tolle's voice. So here's what Tolle says. For much of our lives, we are asleep in the dream of form, absorbed in sense experience as we journey to reawaken. We have things to do, people to see, places to go, get an education, get a job, find a life partner or not, keep our nose to the grindstone of career and making a living. We're learning how to be responsible adults. We have fallen under the illusion that our purpose is to meet the benchmarks of grown-ups. Get the job, get the money, get the house, raise the kids, etc., etc. For many of us, we start to get little taps from Spirit about midlife. That's what it was for me. Only maybe I'm only at midlife. maybe, oh. So raising children or climbing the corporate ladder, we begin to pay more attention to our values. We begin to discern what's really important to us, more of what makes our life meaningful. I didn't get those nudges consciously until I was close to 50. And bless those of you I know in this congregation who have gotten that tap earlier. You've got a head start. And I do believe that people are getting those taps at younger ages now as we evolve into our next level of consciousness. But I digress. I am so grateful that I got the message when I did. And would you believe? It was my therapist who suggested I might like Unity Church. And it wasn't even in this church. It was another one. Well, I'm glad I followed his advice. I was met with open arms, with hugs, with big love. I had found home, and I was ready to get acquainted with Spirit. I jumped in with all 4 feet. I couldn't get enough classes and book studies. And I don't think my story is unique. I think there are other people in this room who have a similar experience. Many of us finally answer those nudges in midlife. And we start to look for like-minded people. We heard that this morning. Reverend Donna reminded us we come together to witness, and I would add support, each other's journey. Totally. Awakened or awakening, we again move beyond thought as we experience more of the silence. And that's what many of us are drawn to Unity for. Unity is a more mystical practice and understanding, spiritual understanding. So we want to experience God, presence. So, on with Tolly, we feel more connectedness, and the universe supports us. We experience life not as antagonistic, but as helpful. We don't need to do that much. Just become an opening for consciousness to move through the light. Jesus says, you are the light of the world. You are the consciousness that lights the world. So those of us who want awakening find our way to unity, learn about the value of science. Science too, but silence. We practice meditation. We develop spiritual practices, and goodness knows you hear me talk about those enough. And we develop communities of sharing that help us grow together, to go deeper. Much to our chagrin, we also learn that we are responsible for our choices. I have to laugh because that's one of Cindy's favorite reminders. We begin to claim our I amness as expressions of skin school, of presence. We become the opening for consciousness to move through the light. Many of us in this community are either there or fast approaching that stage of our involvement. We've been practicing Don Miguel's 4 agreements for some time. We studied that a long time ago. None of us is perfect. and the occasional button gets pushed. But I think by and large, we are more aware of how we show up in integrity with each other. In unity, we teach that our words have power. We speak truth. We're generally kind. And we do what we say we will do. We keep our commitments. An area I've been noticing in my life lately is taking things personally. Remember that? I think that was the second agreement. I have definitely grown in regard to taking things personally. I have endured some hurt feelings over the years from being too sensitive about what was said around me, taking it personally, and they probably weren't directed to me at all. For whatever reasons, my buttons don't get pushed, and I don't take things personally as much these days. And this has been modeled for me within this community. That process of witnessing each other's journey, of sharing together, I learned so much from every generation that shows up here. We are, and I love that we are, an intergenerational community. Well, I'm not going into all the agreements. You'll be glad to know that. This is all by way of saying, I've grown. I've evolved. We have grown, and we continue to evolve together. I am ready to step into the next iteration of my life. As Charles Fillmore so eloquently said, I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm, and leap forth with a mighty faith to do that which is mine to do. I can't wait. I'm curious to see what unfolds on this adventure we call life. And aren't we all looking for the next best thing? I was inspired by a podcast, On Being with Krista Tippett. The title of this podcast was Women, the First Environment. Of course, that's going to grab my attention. And the guest was Katsy Cook. Katsy Cook is a Native American member of the Mohawk Nation. She's a midwife, and her passion is sharing the wisdom of her ancestors in building healthy communities. She says her work at heart is about reclamation of the transformative power of birth. Cook is helping our world recover the natural human experience of cross-generational companionship and care. They talked about the art of eldering, generational wealth transmission, and that reclamation of the transformative power of birth. Metaphysically, don't we know every day we're born anew with new opportunities and new choices, and we make a choice. And if we don't make a choice, we made a choice. So Cook is helping our world recover the natural human, I said that, didn't I, of companionship and care. They talked about the art of eldering, generational transmission. Those are the things, obviously, that really grabbed me, caught my attention, and inspired me to explore the idea, how might that apply to me? What would eldering look like? Well, stepping into that next iteration, I believe eldering is my skin school purpose at this time in my life as I move into the greater spiritual purpose we all share to be the best me I can be at any given moment. That's all we're here for, to be the best we can be at any given moment. That's our purpose. It's interesting and really a little exciting to think about. It's a practice of awareness, of becoming that opening for consciousness to move through. It doesn't require any particular efforting. As my friend Paul Hasselbeck says, it's a practice of living the truth I know. So this is what eldering looks like, what I think it looks like. And this is where gender is irrelevant. Eldering is the energy of the divine feminine we all have within. It's a matter of being present, engaged in intergenerational community. I've always said, I never mastered a musical instrument. Singing is not my thing. People are my talent. I love people. I really don't meet strangers. I like people watching, and I like people connection. I want to be love and expression. I want to be a sounding board, not to solve someone else's problem, but so that they know they're heard. I want to be the cheerleader for the next generation and the next. These are some ideas taken from a blog titled How to Inspire Ourselves and Others by Terry Kozlowski. The best part is you don't have to be 80 to put these ideas into practice. I think it's what we all are here to learn to do to support each other. So what are the ways for us to inspire others? We all influence and inspire others whether we realize it or not. When we live an authentic life, one of love and peace, we're inspirational. As others see us being happy and content, we're inspiring. When we're doing works of service, we're encouraging. Showing kindness to strangers stirs others to do the same. Spending time in nature is inspiring, especially when you can share it with somebody else. Being loving and compassionate encourages others to be caring too. Be enthusiastic about life, and all it offers will be contagious to those around us. Build others up by generously giving sincere compliments. Keeping our promises inspires others to keep their word too. Only speak encouraging words that will positively affect those around you. And just post optimistic items to social media, please. Taking responsibility for our actions is inspiring. Apologizing when we err is inspirational. Truly listen to another while giving them our full attention without interrupting is encouraging. This one is a toughie. Having far-reaching goals and reaching them is inspiring. Being self-confident is inspirational. Staying calm in a stressful environment is encouraging. Help others help themselves. All of these ways to inspire others naturally come when we are our authentic selves. So there you've got the recipe, okay? I love what C.S. Lewis has to say. You are never too old to set another goal or dream a new dream. And finally, back to Tolle. This is from a podcast, Finding Your Life's Purpose. He says, our purpose is to be here fully, to align yourself with this moment internally, and to realize that wherever you are is where you're supposed to be. And whatever you're doing in the now is what you're supposed to do. Love is the recognition of the one, the recognition of self. Transformation of the dream becomes very pleasant because within the dream of form in which you continue to move in this body for a little while, within the dream of form, something else arises and shines through. And it is the recognition of that which includes all form. I am. Then the world of form loses its density and heaviness, and you experience the world of your life, see it differently. It has a lightness to it, a lack of heaviness, but also light of consciousness shining through the world of form. That, my friends, is what you are. And to conclude, I ask Reverend Eileen and Sister Kathy Schwanke if they could help me out. I got this profound download of an affirmation in meditation as I was preparing this talk. And so, this is the truth of all of us. I am pure beingness, here to remember and do my part to expand the consciousness of the whole, that we might bring greater manifestation of love to our world. Thank you for joining me in that. Whoa, that was fabulous. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Love your download. That was awesome, Vivian. Thank you so much. Let's give her another round of applause. Yeah, that was awesome. I'm going to call our ushers forward now, and we are going to share our gifts to this community. So if you have given online previously or sent your, oh, there's my phone. Send your thing in automatically.
I'm going to, I forgot it.
Oh, you have one too? So we're both going to bless your baskets this morning. As we say this, forget, I don't have a microphone, you do.
Okay.
I got to get by the microphone. Say this together, please. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, that this is so. And